Hey, what is up everybody? This is the Parlay Doc representing OddsJam.com, and today's video is called How to Maximize Profits Using Sportsbook Promos. So the sponsor of today's video is OddsJam.com, so please check out their website. They have amazing tools for sports bettors, new and seasoned, and we're going to highlight some of those often not as popular, not as talked about tools on their website today. So go check out their website and follow along, because I'm going to show you how to grind out profits. And yes, today's video is for my grinders out there. So not for those of you who are trying to flip $1 into $1 million on some insane parlay. I'm talking about how to leverage all of these promotions that sportsbooks are throwing at you. So these deposit matches that are free bets, just random free bets that you're awarded. What do I do with these odds boosts? Do I just throw them away into the wind and hope for the best? Or if I'm a conservative bettor or I'm really trying to grind out profit, is there a way to maximize these promos that are being thrown at you to squeeze out some profit? I'm going to show you how, so let's get grinding. So the first tool I'm going to highlight today is called the Low Hold Bets tool. Now, this can be used in multiple scenarios. Let's say that you get some type of bonus deposit match where based off your deposit there's some kind of promo where you get awards, some kind of bonus dollars, rewards dollars, whatever term they use. But there may be a play-through requirement. For example, oftentimes these bonus deposit matches on Bovada have a 10 times playthrough requirement. Sometimes on American books, they may have a 1 or 2 times playthrough requirement in order for you to actually unlock these dollars into actual cash that you can withdraw. Another scenario might be something relevant, like right now in March Madness on FanDuel, there is a promotion going on where if you wager $2,000 worth of wagers on NCAA men's basketball during half a week, you have the potential to unlock $400 worth of free bets for NCAA. Now, so people say to themselves, well, these are all gimmicks, these are traps, these are ways to make us deposit, so I'm gonna lose my money. I'll never even see those free bets get unlocked or those bonus dollars get unlocked. I'll never hit those free wagers. They're just gonna make me do this playthrough and churn this money out, and I'm just gonna lose it all. Yes and no. So here's a way, if you are a grinder, this low hold bets tool is for you. So take a look here. I'm going to show you a screen grab where you can navigate to our low hold bets tool, and you'll see here the percentage of the low hold. So you want to try to look for ones that are 0% or as close to 0% as possible, which will mean you won't lose any money or minimal amounts of money to fulfill this churn rate or playthrough requirement. So let's give you a real example. So for example, today, let's say I want to run through this NCAA promo of trying to wager $2,000, and I want to do this risk-free or close to risk-free as possible. So in this example here on the screen, Xavier versus Pitt, there's a player here named Boom. Now Boom over 19.5 points on FanDuel is plus 130. And here on the tool, it shows you that under 19.5 points on DraftKings is minus 130. The calculator will tell you how much to bet on each side. So 250 on FanDuel, 325 on DraftKings. And no matter what, I'm going to get a $575 payout. Now, it's a 0% low hold, so I'm not going to lose anything. I'm not going to make anything, but the beauty is I'm not going to lose anything. So if you think about it, without losing a dime, I have now fulfilled at least $250 of this $2,000 wagering requirement. And if I just do this, less than 10 more times, basically, I will unlock $400 worth of free bets that I can now fire off. So this is a great way to work through some of these playthrough requirements for deposit matches or deposit rewards dollars. Promotions like this where you need to wager X amount to unlock some kind of reward or unlock free dollars, or if you're pretty close to getting to whatever tier, like Onyx tier, Platinum tier on all these sports books, which will unlock other bonuses, but you don't want to just bet haphazardly, this is another great way to fill those requirements as well. So hopefully this is useful to you, so check out the low hold bets tool, which is often not talked about, but very useful. So the next tool I want to highlight is the free bet conversion tool or free bet converter. Because you're saying to yourself, now look, I got all these free bets from either a deposit bonus, I unlocked the promo, I churned through some playthrough requirement like we did in the last tool, and now what? Because now this isn't real cash. I can't withdraw this. So too often I see people just wasting these free bets, not caring in the world because they're like, it's not real money. And they'll throw off a $100 free bet on some plus 10,000 parlay, a $50 free bet on some plus 20,000 parlay, and they never think of it because they're like, it's not real money. But let's say you're in that mode where every dollar counts. I'm trying to squeeze out every little bit of profit. I just want the money. I could care less about glory and hitting some 5-figure odds parlay. Then this tool is for you, the free bet converter. So if you see on this screen grab here and head over to this tool, on the left-hand column, you're going to see the conversion rate. Obviously, you want to find some that are as close to 100% as possible. And some days you will be able to find that, 100%, 90%. But for the sake of speed, let's look today and see what we got here. There's an opportunity here for 82.88% on the soccer game, on betting the over and under on corners. So you can select and filter the sports books on where you have the free bet. So in this example, let's say I have $100 or a few $100 on FanDuel. So I want to select this one because one of this includes betting on FanDuel for the free bet conversion. So in this example, in this Bayern game, Munich versus Leverkusen, there's over and under 12.5 corners. So if you bet the over and you use your free bet of $100 on plus 460 over 12.5 corners, you'll get a return of 460. You won't get that base bet back because, again, this is a free bet. You don't get your stake back. So you're only going to get the payout portion. So you would get $460 back. Now, the calculator also tells you how much to bet with real money on the other side. So under 12.5 corners on Bet Rivers, $377.12 bet will return you $460. So at the end, you will profit $82.88. So yes, you're going to say, stop. I had $100 of free bets. I didn't double up. I didn't get $200 back. Again, in a free bet, you don't get the stake back, the amount that you wagered or put up. You're only going to get the profit or the end result back. So I know it doesn't sound sexy, but now you have $82.88 of actual cash versus this imaginary $100 free bet that you can't withdraw. So now you have $82.88 in cash that you can withdraw and just take the money because that was a free bet that you earned. Or you can take that and fire it off on something like a positive EV bet or some odds boost. But either way, this is how you can unlock this. So now let's go back and rewind. So let's say I was able to play through that $2,000 requirement for the NCAA example I gave. And I did it with a 0% churn rate. I didn't lose any money, but I wagered $2,000 worth of NCAA bets. And now I unlocked $400 of free NCAA bets. Now I go over to the free bet converter tool, and let's say I can somehow manage to turn that $400 into $350 of actual cash. So my $400 of free bets that I unlocked now gets unlocked to $350 of real cash, and now I withdraw that. That's a $350 of cash that I did not have. That's what I mean. This is how you can take advantage of these promotions. Use the low hold tool, all right? Unlock whatever free promo, free bet, use the free bet converter tool, and then turn that into actual cash that you did not have before. That is profit. Pretty much risk-free profit. I know this sounds like a grind, but if you're serious, this is free money, guys. They're leaving money on the table for you to take and withdraw. Take advantage of this two-step process. Take advantage of these tools on oddsjam.com. Now finally, let's talk about how to take advantage of all those different odds boosts that you receive through these sports books. Now, odds boosts are a way to kind of artificially enhance the odds of a certain market that you're betting to get a better payout. Now, sometimes these odds boosts are already predetermined, and a sportsbook will just promote that we've boosted the spread for the Chicago Bulls today. We've boosted the spread on somebody's player point props. Other times you will get these generic boosts that you can just manually apply to certain markets or sports or props. Now, personally, I like those because you get the flexibility to line shop and apply them where you see fit. But either way, these are opportunities where you can take advantage of these promotions in one of two ways. The first is betting in the name of positive EV. The second way that we'll talk about as well is creating your own artificial arbitrage opportunities. So let's look at example number one, positive EV. Now, we've preached this a ton here, and I've talked about this in multiple videos, so I'm not going to belabor this, but it's smart to try to make a good portion, if not most of your bets, positive EV types of bets, positive expected value. Now, there's an opportunity here where a certain bet may not have been positive EV, but you liked the outcome, but now it is positive EV because of a boost. Or you already identified a positive EV market or bet, and now this is even enhancing the percentage or the edge that you're getting by making the positive EV even a higher margin positive EV bet. So those are scenarios where odds boosts are awesome, and you want to take advantage of that. So the key here, though, is don't listen to all these people who say odds boosts are for suckers, for losers, there's traps. People who say that aren't doing the math. Now, you do have to do due diligence, and you do have to do some research. Check out our no-vig fair odds calculators, do line shopping, look around and see, is this truly a positive EV scenario? Because I have seen some boosts that are horrible. Like, for example, I've run across some boosts that were promoted on Barstool Sportsbooks. And if you just did 5 minutes of research, you would have realized the odds were the same or barely even better than odds on another book that weren't even boosted. So you have to do your homework. So not every boost should be bet, but certain ones are awesome and amazing and give you an edge percentage-wise that it's worth taking that bet if you truly feel it's positive EV and it lines up with your research. So that's one way to do it. And that's a simple and easy way. Most people bet them, right? That's the simplest way to put it. Now here's a second way and a second angle on how to take advantage of odds boosts. Now, because you are boosting one side of that market or that outcome, potentially you may find that you can create now an arbitrage opportunity that was not there originally because of this artificially boosted odds that you're getting. So, for example, an easy way to do this without a ton of line shopping is if you have the capability to apply one of these generic boosts. My suggestion is, why don't you go to the Arbitrage Betting tool on OddsJam so that these are already pre-filtered and pre-selected for you, and see opportunities that are already there. So already existing arbitrage opportunities where you can bet one side of the outcome, like let's say Bulls plus 9.5 on one side, and then the Spurs minus 9.5 on the other side, where the odds are already off that you can literally bet both sides and eke out a small profit. Now, that's the key. If you watch my other videos on arbitrage betting, oftentimes the opportunities on OddsJam are somewhere in the 1% range on the low end, on the high end, maybe 5-6%. If you're lucky, you can find others higher, but I would say the ones that don't move too quick are in the 1 to 5% range. So most people say to themselves when they check that tool out and seen my videos, such a tiny margin, so I gotta put up hundreds of dollars to eke out a $15 profit, a $10 profit. Yes, that's true. It is a grind. But now, imagine you see this arbitrage opportunity that's, let's say, a 5% margin, and you have a 100% DraftKings boost. You have a 200% DraftKings boost, and the maximum wager allowed for that boost is $250, which is actually not that uncommon if you're a VIP. Now imagine you can actually eke out $100 risk-free arbitrage profit, $150 risk-free arbitrage profit. So there are ways you can do this if you selectively shop around, look at already pre-existing arbitrage opportunities, apply a boost to one side to inflate that margin of arbitrage profit even higher. This is what I mean by artificially creating your own arbitrage opportunities or enhancing pre-existing arbitrage opportunities. So if this is foreign language to you, I have a whole video dedicated to arbitrage betting. So go watch that, come back here, and it'll make a lot more sense. But what I'm saying is you can already enhance the profit margin of arbitrage bets with boosts. So this is another way where a very common promo can be used to your advantage. All right, everyone, so to summarize, let's walk through these tools again in realistic scenarios to help you maximize profits using these sportsbook promotions. So let's say you get a deposit match, and when you make a deposit, you automatically get a bunch of free bets. Again, go straight to the free bet conversion tool, and hopefully you can find one close to 100% conversion, or at least 90% or so, and just flip that into actual cash that you can then withdraw. It's very simple. Or let's talk about the other scenario. It's not an automatic free bet, but you have some kind of playthrough requirement on the bonus dollars or rewards dollars that you received. Do the low hold conversion tool to churn through the playthrough requirement to then unlock that into actual cash. Do that risk-free to then have withdrawable cash. Again, use the low hold tool to play through whatever playthrough requirement to unlock free bets or bonuses, and then use the free bets with the free bet conversion tool to unlock to cash. Bottom line is, you can use this methodology with these various promos to unlock free money with very little risk, guys. And finally, take advantage of those odds boosts, whether it's for the name of positive EV, whether you're going to create your own small arbitrage opportunities, but another way to get an edge on these sports books, guys. So I hope you like this. And again, I know this is a grind, but this is a video for my grinders, for those of you who are a little bit more conservative as well. So hopefully you found this very helpful. And if you like this type of content, please hit like, subscribe, so that I can keep getting sponsored to make more of these videos for you guys. I appreciate you guys. Please gamble responsibly, if there's such a thing, but bet responsibly and bet within your means. Until next time, guys, good luck on all your bets.